Hey friends, Drew here on a beautiful windy afternoon in the middle of January in the neighborhood of 𝗗𝘁'𝘀 in West Grove, Pennsylvania. Customer called us because they had water leaking into a bedroom and wanted to see what was going on, and we were pretty sure it was the pipe collars. We got the ladder out, confirmed that was it. One of the pipes was really low, sticking up out of the roof, and they're supposed to be like 6, 8, 10 inches of sticking up so that if any snow gets on the roof, it doesn't cover those pipes and prevent them from draining. So I got up in the attic. I was going to raise the pipe before I started working on replacing the pipe collar, and came in, and I wish I could have showed it to you before I flipped it over. There's a J-hook sticking up, and the J-hook was actually upside down, and I think they tried to suspend the pipe hanging from it, and eventually it just fell out. And you can see the big belly in that pipe. This is the part that goes up through the roof line. That goes across over the master bedroom into the master bath. And so I went downstairs and I asked the customer, I said, are you by chance having any problem with a nasty, disgusting sewer smell occasionally coming up in your bathroom? She goes, yes. How did you know? Well, it's pretty obvious. I think you can see on the video that that pipe is far from level. And what you want is any rain that comes into that pipe, you'll just drain into the sewer system just like normal. But because it's down about 8 to 10 inches from that hump over on the left, that means it's filling with 8 to 10 inches of water. So every time you flush your toilet needs air to be allowed into that system to allow the fluids to drain. Just like when you take your finger and you stick it over a straw and you pick it up out of your glass of soda or water, the water stays in the straw until you open that air pocket and allow fresh air to get in. Well, this plumbing stack works a lot like that, but with water stuck in that valley there, it's like having your finger over it and the toilet doesn't want to flush. Well, it is going to flush and it's going to pull air from somewhere. So usually the first target is either your bathroom sink or your bathtub, and it sucks the water out of the trap while it's pulling that air in. So there's no water in the trap. That means sewer gases can now come up and flood into your master suite relaxation space. That's bad. You don't want that. So in this case, it's going to be a simple fix. We're going to get over there with the hammer and the crowbar. We're going to pull that J hook off. We're going to raise that pipe up to where it should be. We're going to find a way to brace it where it should be. I may stick a board underneath it. We're not exactly sure what height it's going to wind up at when I'm done, but I need to make sure, I brought the level up with me, that that pipe has downhill slope into the rest of the plumbing system so that we make sure that she's not going to have it sucking any more water out of her traps downstairs, that she's going to get good airflow coming down from the roof. And then we get back to the pipe collar situation. So we've got a 3-inch line right here, and that's the one that's currently leaking, and there is daylight, although it's getting dark outside now so you're not going to see it. There's daylight coming through that. We were up on the roof. It is cracked. So we're going to replace that one. The other two, this roof's about 10 years old. Those collars can last anywhere from 8 to 12 years, the inexpensive ones that they were using when they put this roof on. So you need to figure you're going to replace those every 8 to 10 to 12 years. So the other two are in reasonably good condition. So what we're going to do with those is we have these rubber sacrificial boots, and they're still in good shape. So we're going to add some adhesive over top of what's there. We're going to slide that sacrificial boot over. That sacrificial boot is going to absorb the ultraviolet light, the sun rays, and all of the different attacks that it's going to get from the environment. Mostly the sun is really the big thing that dry rots those things, and it's going to help protect what's there. If it is cracked, I'm not comfortable just throwing a sacrificial boot on. I want to take that out and replace it. If we're doing this in a very young roof, then we might add the sacrificial boots on top of the new collars just to give you that extra layer of protection. So that's an option. If you're getting water down in your ceiling, or if your roof's about 8, 10, 12 years old, it may be time to have those pipe collars checked, and we'd be happy to come and do those for you and either add sacrificial boots, and they're very affordable, or if we need to disassemble the shingle, the roofing system, take that apart, put a new pipe collar flashing in, then we can obviously do that as well. But it is nice if you know you're getting towards the end of that time frame. Let's throw the sacrificial boots on there. Let's buy you some time, and let's save you a big repair bill taking the shingles apart and putting it back together. So we're going to climb across the roof here. We are going to solve her problem with the out of level plumbing stack, and then we'll see where we wind up from there. All right, so as you can see, we got the level set up here, and even with the J-hook flipped over right side up, she's still 3-4 inches below where it needs to be level. So we're going to have to raise that J-hook at least 4 inches to get it up where we want it to be. So we're going to work on that and see what it looks like when we're done. All right, so we were able to remove that J-hook, raise that pipe up to where it needs to be, get it where it's level, and it's still got a bit of the pipe itself has a natural curve to it, but we've got it level in the section that's important, and then over there it drops off as it goes to feed the rest of the master bath suite. So no more sewer gas problems in the master bathroom. It's going to be well taken care of now, because any rainwater that does collect in that pipe is going to be able to run straight across, down, out through the rest of the sewage system, just like it's supposed to, which is going to allow air in when the toilet flushes. There's going to be no need for the siphon effect to start pulling air and water out of those traps. It's going to absolutely solve that problem in the bathroom for us. And now that we've got this pipe braced up and secure where it needs to be on this end, I also raised the support J-hook that was in the center, so it's supported there. And there's enough flex in the rest of the system. It should be good. Now we can go outside, get up on the roof, take care of the pipe collars, and finish solving the rest of these problems for her. So this is Drew in West Grove, Pennsylvania. If there's a problem we can solve for you, 484-748-0008. Choose option 2 for 𝗂𝘁 Construction and Renovation, and option 2 for new projects. We are your Pennsylvania home improvement contractor, number 88078. Remember, when it's too hard for everybody else, it's just right for us. This is Drew saying have a good night. It's not just done, it's 𝗂𝘁 built. We'll catch you guys in another video. Bye for now.